I'm looking at these clocks down here, and it does not look like they've been fixed whatsoever. So someone lied to me, okay? Dave here is mad at Mario Batali for some reason. I don't know why. I think it's hilarious that Dave wants to give someone else cooking advice. So we're gonna watch this because for the life of me, I can't understand why someone would take cooking advice from Dave. It's incredible to me, and I love it dearly. I love it so dearly. So let's watch Dave talk about how Mario Batali is bad at cooking or something. Oh Jesus! And he does that like he breathes in. Listen to this. Can you hear it? Can you hear this? It's just awful. It's just awful. Ugh. Ugh. Anyway, he's got waking apnea. It's nuts.
Okay, this is a Patreon request. It's a Mario Batali video. And it's a mozzarella stuffed pork burgers. Apparently, from the little I know of this video, apparently he goes like full Steve Reichlin. So I know
he does cooking advice regularly. I did not know that. The Mogar, thanks for following.
A lot about burgers. I've made pork burgers before. I've never made an acorn squash mustard before.
Hi, I'm Mario Batali. Welcome.
Personally, I think it was bullshit what happened to Batali too.
What happened to Batali? Mario Batali may have said, may have done some sexual harassment. I believe. Mario Batali did a sexual harassment, if I'm not mistaken. Mario Batali takes leave for sexual misconduct. I believe this is it. Steps away after sexual misconduct allegations. He was Batali okay. So he started talking to somebody at some sort of like soiree with upper class bougie cook people. Hey man. I'm happy you like your dude. You too. Thanks for following. Happy you like your guy. Cool. Anyway, so spam aside. He says, "Come work for me," because he seemed to be attracted or something. He's being weird. He's being a little pushy and a little drunk. Says, "Come work for me. I'll pay you double what you're making." Moments later, someone bumped her glass. She spilled wine all over her chest and down her scooped neck shirt. She alleges that Batali began rubbing her breasts with his bare hands while saying something like, "Let me help you with that. He just went to town. I was so shocked." Jaw on the ground, I stepped back from the utter disgust and walked away. And then more women have alleged that he's a little inappropriate. I tend to believe that. That makes a lot of sense to me. So he did the very classic wine on your chest booby touch, which, as we all know, is a patented move of people named Mario.
Italy, a food lover's paradise. Today we're cooking for Alan from Fort Worth, Texas. First ingredient, acorn squash, one of my faves. Next up, mozzarella.
Why is this section in black and white?
I don't know. Who cares, Dave? It's so weird. He's selective cynicism. Why does he have such weird cynicism? Let him do whatever they want. Who cares?
Okay, he's got fresh mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
Next up, ground pork. How about a pound and a half of ground pork, sir?
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Delicioso.
Extra virgin olive oil.
Hell
if you
yeah.
can find a brand with your face on it, I recommend it. Now let's get back to the kitchen and start cooking.
Dave has preferences. Wait, Mario Batali stole server tips? He's Mario Batali. He doesn't. Why does he have to? Okay. All right.
The kitchen. Today we're cooking for Alan from Fort Worth, Texas, who chose acorn squash, ground pork, mozzarella, and olive oil.
Okay.
Now, the first thing I thought was, maybe I should just do a stuffed squash. And I said, no, I think I'm feeling like a sandwich. So I'm going to take this magnificent ground pork, and it's probably about...
You could do acorn squash chips with that, and it'd be delicious, by the way. Acorn squash chips are delightful. What is acorn squash? It is this right here. That's an acorn squash.
20% fat. And I'm going to season it. Now, I have some cumin seeds here.
Okay.
And what I always do when I'm taking
toast 'em.
nice dried spices is I like to toast them in the pan to help release their flavors. So I have a hot pan. You're going to hear them just a...
You're not toasting them, bud. You're smoking them.
That's not what that means. That's not smoking at all. Now, I don't know if you know this about me, but your boy is a pretty goddamn good chef. Jake, cue the chef stuff. Oh, shit, I didn't prep this whatsoever. I didn't prep it whatsoever. We're going to get to it. We're going to get to it. We're going to get to it. I made this the other day. Ha-ha! I made that. Look at that. That's broiled to perfection, plant-based rigatoni. Yeah, I made it. Okay, what else do we got? I made, ooh, look at this. Look at that fucking mac and cheese I made. Holy fucking shit. I made that mac and cheese, and you're goddamn right. It was delicious. Okay, what else did I make? Wow, that is still going. There's a cute boy there. There's a cute pup. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Oh, surely this is eventually going to get to something I cooked. Because I didn't cook that. I know I share that a lot. I didn't cook it, though. I made scallops. There we go. And I made a sauce for that. There we go. Okay, so what else do we do? I seared scallops and made a delicious lemon butter sauce that I put over everything. Okay, there's a cute doggo again. What else do I got going on here? I'm sure I cooked something else. Mola's looking good. Oh, boy. I've trolled a lot of the right-wingers. You can see that. Wow, I'm just a bad guy. Okay. All right. This example, I made a monster. Done. That was me. I made that. I made monster. Number of the beast. Can't show that. What else? Here we go. I made duck l'orange. Duck l'orange. As you can see, I'm a great ass chef. Okay, I can cook a little bit. I've done shepherd's pie. That shit isn't easy at all. So. I'm not a vegan. I can make plant-based rigatoni without being a vegan. Anyway, this is not smoking. Smoking specifically is imparting flavor through low heat and smoke. This is not imparting flavor through smoke. This is literally direct application of heat. They just happen to be smoking.
About pop.
Yeah.
You like that? You can smell that fragrance.
Ooh, you like when Mario Batali asks you if you like that? Sexy.
It's a
Have you tried or made white wine butter sauce? Of course. I don't even like mac and cheese, but when I saw yours on my feet, I wanted to get up in that delicious looking. It's really good.
whole nother animal. Well, that's right where we want it.
The duck l'orange was delish.
And I'm going to season it pretty aggressively with salt.
Okay.
And a little bit of black pepper. Now, that's 1.5 pounds of meat. I'd say I probably put in almost a tablespoon of fine sea salt and probably a teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper.
I'm the exact opposite. I add more pepper than I do salt.
Now we're going to make something that my children invented for me called a pocket burger.
Oh.
I'm going to mix that through. You can still feel the warmth of those beautiful cumin seeds. What you want to do is you want to get your mixed meat well.
Look at those fucking paws. There's something about like Tony Soprano had these too. Look at there's something about Italian. Actually, all the Italian men in the Sopranos, they have like meaty hands. Like, look at this. What's this meaty hand? What's the Sal in Sopranos? Sal in the Sopranos has big meaty hands. Whoever he, I mean, I don't. Not Silvio. There, he's got meaty paws. Silvio also does. What is it with the meaty hands? They got big meaty paws. Look at these meaty paws. Both of these guys got hairy knuckles and shit. And they're just like, I'm just gonna get my hands up in your bread. Batali, no different.
mixed, well incorporated. But if you mix it quite a bit like this, and there's enough fat in there, you'll find that it doesn't fall apart. Now, my mozzarella is a component of it, but not the most important.
Yeah, don't worry about washing your hands.
component of it.
I'm pretty sure they edited around him washing his hands.
I'm going to cut it into a couple thin pieces, and I'm going to season them.
I do like a
as
good
well.
mozzarella.
Why the fuck would you season cheese?
Oh, come on, dude. Why would you season cheese? Look. I know we're all Caucasian here. Shut up, chat. Some of you aren't. We get to season stuff. We can season cheese. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. What do you think pizza is? Like, when you look at a pizza, does it have seasonings in it? There's a reason you season it. White wine butter sauce tastes like white wine and butter, to be totally honest. I'm not being sassy. That's what it tastes like. Depending on the white wine you use. If you use a little bit sweet or something, which you probably shouldn't. You should probably use something on the drier side. Add some shallots to it, and you'll be very happy. Man whose diet will give him stomach cancer gives criticism on professional chefs' good cooking.
With a pinch of salt. And
Why?
Because it's unsalted.
a little bit of extra virgin olive oil.
Why?
What? Why doesn't he understand? He just doesn't understand how to cook. Dave just doesn't know how to cook. That's okay. This is a very common thing. You can buy. Look, if I type in seasoned mozzarella, you can literally just buy it. Like marinated mozzarella. This is a common thing. You can go buy it. There it is. Belgioso marinated mozzarella. It's because mozzarella in itself is a very fine and not very flavorful cheese. It's a very subtle cheese. Mozzarella is a very wet cheese. If you've ever had fresh mozzarella, it's particularly not flavorful. It's nice flavor, but it's not like pow in your face flavorful. The flavor that you usually associate with mozzarella is usually Romano that's mixed in with it. If you think to yourself, I've never had bland mozzarella, then you've never had fresh mozzarella, which means that you eat like this kind of stuff, which is fine. But that's the reason you are unaware of it is because unsalted mozzarella, like whole milk mozzarella, this is very light stuff. It's not gonna blow you up with flavor. Olive oil, herbs, tomatoes go really well with it. Capicola, basil goes really well with it. And that's why you see a lot of that. It's called antipasto, and there's lots of ways to serve this kind of stuff. Anyway,
What the fuck are you doing?
he's seasoning the mozzarella, Dave.
It's handmade fresh mozzarella.
Yeah,
It doesn't need anything.
it does. It doesn't always need anything, but it does. It does need it.
We're going to make this into two burgers that we're going to join at the edges to make it into one stuffed burger. Now, when you do this on your board, put a little
Paneer isn't mozzarella.
oil on the board
Why? What are
so
you
that it slides off and you
doing?
can pound it out. And keep in mind, you want this to be really thin. You want to cook this all the way through. You don't want this to become something that you have to cook for.
Why is he putting oil on the outside of the pork burger? So that when you hit it on this flat skillet, there's going to be a lot of fats for it to caramelize on. So what's going to happen here is you're going to get a really, really direct, good sear on this. And if you make this if you don't make this thin enough, this pork, it's not going to cook all the way through because this is a pork burger. And pork, as it turns out, isn't very good for you if it's not cooked all the way through. So you need a thin pork here. You can't do it the same way you do burger, where you could have this pretty rare. That's not how it works. You need a thin one. He's going to put I've never seen this before. He's going to put mozzarella in here. He's going to pinch the sides. He's going to flatten it a little bit, and he's going to pop it on here. And it's going to have enough of that oil to make sure that the heat transfers nice and deeply into the pork without burning it, but making sure it has a nice texture on the outside.
For a long time. So I'm going to put the
See?
mozzarella
Look at him go.
inside there
Yep.
just like that.
And then he's going to put another one
Then I'm
over
gonna
top
take
after flattening
another
it.
patty, just like so.
Right on that mozzarella that he
So
just put there,
then-
and then he puts it right over top.
It goes like that.
Yep, and then you fold it in.
Now it's crucial that you go around the edges and go just like this.
Yep.
Because if you just bring it together, it will in fact end up opening up. Now what I do is I take it like so. Mm-hmm. I add just a little bit more extra virgin olive oil.
What?
I don't know why he's confused about this. This is look. This is something you do to make it an extra umptuous experience. This is high end. You're paying $20 for this burger at his restaurant, and it's because if you take care like this, you're gonna get a very rich experience. Pork, although it's ground pork and there is fat to it, we all know the taste of pork tends to be when it's not ham or bacon or anything. It tends to be a kind of a mild thing, and it doesn't have that deep fatty texture that like beef does. And so to add fat to this will make sure that you have it's rendering the oil before it renders the pork fat, which is going to be good because you're going to get more of a bacon thing going on.
And I put it on a...
Why are you drenching everything in olive oil?
I just explained
It's
it
a burger, not a fucking salad.
Do you drench your salads in olive oil? You can make a vinaigrette with olive oil. I would just put olive oil in my salad, but you know.
Pretty hot griddle, like I have right here. These will cook properly on a grill, but I like...
Holy shit, who's operating this griddle? Satan?
them on the griddle because I like to get a really nice char on there and really set some beautiful flavor.
Like I said, before he even put it on the griddle, what did I say? It's gonna get a nice crispy char on it. It's gonna get a nice. You're gonna render that. It's oh man, Dave is bad at cooking.
That's not char. That's charcoal.
It's not gonna be.
Now
What?
after I put it on, I sprinkle it again with salt, and I'll put salt on the other side when I turn it.
Yes, I'd like a little pork burger with my salt, please.
Now we have acorn squash. So I'm just gonna make a mustard, almost like a deli mustard, which I really like.
Okay. This is infuriating because I actually like this guy. What he has done is just drenched the side that he put the burger down in olive oil. Olive oil has, especially extra virgin, has one of the lowest smoke points on the planet and becomes
On the planet. I mean, he's being a little hyperbolic because he's that, but he does have a low smoke point.
extremely bitter when this happens.
No, it won't be extremely bitter. That's not true.
Great. His burger's going to taste like burnt, bitter bullshit.
It's not what's going to
The
happen
three
here.
B's you don't want in a burger.
He's basically... This will give you a crisp texture similar to if you shallow fried the burger in oil. Yeah, this is just when you add fats to something like that on the outside through an oil like that, you're essentially heating up the oil, causing it to fry and be grilled at the same time. So you get a really good hard texture on the outside.
So I take
A little
my hot
crunch.
pan.
The three B's you do want: bacon, babes, and beer.
I add a little extra virgin olive oil.
Babes. Dave, well known to have babes around.
I cut this into very small cubes because I want to cook it quickly. But if you didn't have the knife skills or the patience, you could cut
Video's
this
causing the
into
exact
quarter-inch
reaction you
or even
expected.
half-inch cubes, and it'll still be pretty darn good.
It's not good.
Now it goes
Jesus Christ, look at that thing.
What thing are we
And
looking
that's
at?
not steam, that's fucking smoke.
in a pan. I add just a little bit of salt, and because it's cut
Well,
so
it's
small,
both.
This is going to cook.
Okay, by the way, can I just tell you how lit this fucking like look at everything being sucked into the middle by this vent. That's fucking sexy.
Probably.
Oh
less
my
than
god, that is
So I'm going to
look
take
at
some
that.
brown sugar.
Oh, I'm so jealous of that. Holy
I'm going
shit.
to take some deli mustard. We've got lots of this in New York City.
Deli mustard.
Another pinch of that salt that I'm such a big fan of, and a little bit of extra virgin olive oil.
Why is he upset at the olive oil? The fatty base is going to help that hold together instead of separate, because mustard will. Do I have any formal culinary education? You seem very knowledgeable. No, I don't have. Well, okay. I managed restaurants for years. Some of them were shitty restaurants. Some of them were very good restaurants. My formal education is on the job. So, no, I don't have a formal education.
There's a whole new world of
Okay, are you making a fucking mustard or a goddamn aioli?
An aioli would require mayonnaise, my friend. So, not that. He's making a mustard. That's not an aioli at all. An aioli requires mayo. Okay.
Mustards and vinaigrettes out there. All you have to do is take anything you like. You could take a sweet potato, you could take a jalapeno, you could take an onion, you could take celery, and make them into a groovy mustard. Just by cooking it all the way through.
This is true, by the way.
And then
You could make a
throwing it
really
in
good
here.
mustard. So this is when you mix it with the oil and the mustard and stuff, you're going to get a little bit of a mash from the acorn squash, which is going to mash out a little bit. The oil is going to continue the texture, right? So you're going to get a much better mouthfeel if you have some oil in there, because the oil is going to make it feel silkier. Whereas if you didn't do that, it would feel like mustard, and also it's going to cut the harshness out of that deli mustard, that out of the mustard a little bit. It's going to make this whole thing sort of congeal a little bit better and kind of spread onto the bun in a way that it'll stick to the bun instead of like smushing out everywhere. And that's going to be ideal for you. You're going to want this. Now you could fuck that up by putting too much oil in it, but I don't think you did.
With either a little sweet or a little acid or a little bit
See
of
how he's mashing the sides a little bit?
A touch of
There you
red
go.
wine vinegar.
Yeah, that's
make
good
that
for
It's not a mustard. That's a fucking aioli.
It's not an aioli. An aioli requires mayonnaise. This is, at best, you could call this a mustard relish if you wanted to get away from a mustard. But this is, it's a mustard. Which is more versatile in your opinion? Eggs or flour? Eggs by a long shot. Eggs by a long shot. But flour is definitely a good thing. It's not an aioli.
Into the grooviest little condiment I've ever heard of. Now I've got my burger going.
And if I was going to make a mustard, I'd put it in the food processor to puree the shit out of it.
You don't have to do that. Why would you? You don't have to
I want it charred on the one side.
Has he ever had stone ground mustard?
Charred on the other. Again, we're
Oh,
going to cook.
okay. Tell me you don't like how that looks. As a person who has eaten burgers before, this is what you wanted. This is you want that snap, that crunch on the outside. This is good
This all the way
because
through.
it's going to be gooey on the inside, so you want that textural difference there. You're also going to have the sauce on here, and I don't know what he's doing with the bread, but that looks pretty good.
That's
So it's probably going to
not
be about
charred,
4
that's
minutes on the first
charcoal.
side and another 3
Charcoal.
minutes on the second side. All right, when it's almost done,
Looks like he's got
take
a
a
normal
nice
bun.
burger bun.
Okay.
Cut it in half.
Oh, it's like a brioche.
Olive oil
Pull
on
out
this
a
shit.
little of the top. And I drizzle again with the extra virgin olive oil.
Oh my god.
Now I have my
Don't do that. If you want to add something, add butter to your buns. Don't add fucking olive oil. I mean, okay, to be completely fair, yes, you can if you... But the amount of butter on a burger bun is so small that
What?
you're really... I mean, unless you're super concerned about
It's-
butter because of the fat,
What?
you'll be fine. Just
It's-
do butter. It's a lot better flavor.
It's a lot. I like butter more than I like olive oil, as you can see by my visage. I mean, if you want to do butter, fucking go for it if you want to do butter. I disagree with that. I think if you're going for a more Italian take on a pork burger, this makes a lot of sense. You could do that. I would brush the oil on, but Mario Batali wants to drench his in olive oil. That's fine. This isn't like opposed to when this comes off, you're going to see a beautiful
or
looking
if you
bun.
do have to use oil, they use fucking peanut oil. The reason I'm saying peanut oil
Peanut oil.
is because
Cinnamon Mountain, thanks for following.
the smoke point is a lot higher on peanut oil. If you're allergic to peanut oil,
No.
then use grapeseed oil. These are, by the way, commonly found in any big box grocery store the country over.
Okay, but you deep fry in something like peanut oil. If you deep fry chicken in peanut oil or something, that's going to be good. It's not about the smoke point though. He's worried about the smoke point. Just take care of it.
mustard.
Just
here.
watch what you're doing.
I like a little parsley.
Yeah, a little parsley sounds good in there.
This
Yeah,
is not a mustard.
Oh yeah.
there you go.
And you burnt the buns.
Did he?
Sliced onions.
What are you talking about? That looks like that.
Bottom.
That looks pretty
I
ideal.
dress them with my extra virgin olive oil and a pinch of salt. Then tomato
Okay,
on the bottom.
pepper.
Christ, I mean, at least Reichland doesn't burn the shit out of his stuff.
I don't know who
he
that
may
is.
macerate it with a sauce, but at least it doesn't burn the fucking bun.
Why use olive oil when you can use lard? I do like lard.
Also season every single detail, and take it to the plate like so.
See how that burger held up, though? It doesn't hold up like that because there's no binder in it because it's just meat and cheese. It won't hold up like that unless you have that nice char on the outside. Otherwise, what happens is you're going to take this off the griddle and it's going to fall apart.
Then put a nice
right on top there.
mustard on top.
Yep.
There's only one reason
Not a
that
mustard.
iceberg lettuce exists, and it's for this kind of hamburger. And again, you put salad on, so you dress it with a little salt.
Why are you olive oiling the fucking lettuce?
I hate when he sucks his beer down. I fucking can't stand it. Now, this is a step I wouldn't take as well. I wouldn't put the olive oil on the lettuce, but...
I mean, you've used what? A bottle of olive oil to make a fucking burger?
And a little oil.
I wouldn't do that specifically because the top is already wet.
You give it a little coat.
But this is going to be a good-ass burger. You're going to eat this burger and be full for 2 days.
Oh.
I mean, for Christ's sakes, the olive oil is dripping out of the burger.
Yeah, baby. What we've
Yeah,
made here is
okay,
a pork
tell me...
pocket burger.
And that's cooked all the way through. That doesn't look bad at all. It's soaked up into the bun quite well. I'm just saying, that's a good burger.
With mozzarella, acorn squash mustard, tossed with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil and some cumin seeds for Alan from Fort Worth, Texas.
Yeah, I'd eat that.
The pork looks done, but the cheese doesn't even look melted. Okay, when you make a proper juicy Lucy, and this is why you do want it on somewhat of a low heat, but you also want to cover the burger, is once you cut into that motherfucker, the cheese is supposed to explode out.
What? He wasn't making a Juicy Lucy. Not every stuffed burger is a Juicy Lucy! Okay, all right. Juicy Lucy's are specific types of things. Not every single stuffed burger is a Juicy Lucy. Every Juicy Lucy is a stuffed burger. Okay? He's very wrong about this. Why can't you just go? There you go.
I don't know what you've made. You've made a pile of burnt shit.
It's not burnt at all. You made a pile of burnt shit. What is burnt about that? Where is it burnt? Wait. That right there? Is that what he considers burned? Okay, if you think the bun is too dark, I need you to never grill. You're banned from the fucking cookout, and you're white. Eternally Perplexed, 100% white. 100% white. Banned from the cookout, and you're white. Done. That's it. I said what I said. Get out of here. Oh, fuck. You're not a grill master. You're not a grill master. You're banned. You're banned. I'm sorry, friend. You think you're a grill master? A little bit of darkness on my bun is burnt? Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. I do not need you. I do not need you at the fucking cookout. You're trash. Done. Too white, too Caucasian for me. And look at me. Ridiculous. Learn to cook before coming to this chat. You're damn right. You're damn right. We spent a whole episode talking about people's Thanksgiving dinners and whether or not they were dog shit. So a lot of people did a really good job, actually. I was pretty happy with them.